offensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 43 yards on the punt, a 7-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because they look like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention.
And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a good play on that one.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Jags are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there off the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they entered playing the 2-game win streak, and then they got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Herbert now. He'll check this one down to Hampton. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Herbert throwing again. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And that one makes it 14-7. After the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the pickup. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's a 24.
To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's complete. Lambert Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omari and Hampton from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Now he's loose again. He may go. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Shifts by him. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Charger drive about to get going. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into this spot.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Back to Hampton on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Slot man moves right. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I looked at repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence rolling to his right.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Lawrence will throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Lawrence going to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Looking to throw on second down.
Herbert. He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Herbert changing things up.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Go.
Herbert off of play action. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defense is right now.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. 52 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play action. It's Herbert. Well, he is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Up the middle, it's Hampton.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Open man right side, that's McConkey.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Herbert now. Flushed out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now receiver in motion left. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Hold the troops right. 59, 59.
They snap it to Herbert. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st down, he'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
198 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, Lion! Hey, Jim, run it.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
These are 24. Hey, so go.
Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Here's Lawrence.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Go. Hey, Ray. Set.
Here's Herbert. Well, that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
Captain.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now Herbert going to change the look.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Jags are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Now Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left.
Now he's into the clear again.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run and an NFL record. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
His throw incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. Let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert.
He gets this to Hampton.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll check this one down to Hampton.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Oh, and a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now it's Herbert.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Go. 59, 59. Hey, Catholic. Hey, ram.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
My, oh my, 250 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
He'll try again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
For the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. The Lance going to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time here. Lance on the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Now Lance.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. And they'll go for it. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.